Today we're going to talk about data standards. Data standards are a big topic that, among other things, involve how data are measured, recorded, and formatted. They are also needed to make sure consistent terminology is used to describe a condition and that data can be exchanged from one source to another, whether it's a patient registry, electronic health record, a survey filled out by a patient or parent, or other data source. At RareX, we're not trying to reinvent standards. We're working with existing standards set by groups like the Global Alliance for Genomics and Health and the Clinical Data Interchange Consortium. The problem is that standards organizations like CDISC have yet to address the specifics of many rare diseases. That's why they're collaborating with the rare disease community through the creation of therapeutic user guide programs to tackle that challenge. A paper in Clinical and Translational Science from 2020 describes an effort to establish CDISC therapeutic area guides for Duchenne muscular dystrophy and Huntington's disease through Critical Path Institute Consortia, which is made up of representatives from industry, clinicians, patient advocates, and other disease and drug development experts. The guides formalize data structures and terminology to map and integrate data from different sources. This, they said, will allow the integration and comparison of data from different studies. While standards they establish may work to an extent in other muscular dystrophies, additional standards may be needed to capture a fuller picture of a condition like limb-girdle muscular dystrophy, Becker muscular dystrophy, or myotonic dystrophy. For many rare diseases, it is necessary to repeat the entire exercise. We have a data standards program at RareX that's working deliberately to identify existing standards and address issues when they don't exist. We don't expect patient organizations to know everything about data standards, but we want them to have the best possible chance for success with their data. We do all the legwork on standards for them and help patient organizations with which we work adhere to existing standards. When our team of experts find a gap in existing standards, we'll work to find solutions, propose new standards or modifications, and build consensus. We're working with standards organizations to do just that. If you want to get a glimpse of why standards matter, consider this example from a group of patient advocates who came together on the topic of genetic causes of autism and epilepsy. When they supplied their questionnaires to an analyst, the analyst discovered they had 6 different ways of asking the same question about when a child could walk independently. One asked, when did your child walk without assistance? While another one asked, when did your child walk without using furniture? One used fill in the blanks. Another used a drop-down menu in months. And still another used a drop-down menu in years. We believe it's important to get this right from the start, rather than having a data analyst waste precious time taking data and reformatting it so it can be used with other data sets. That means anytime we create a questionnaire in a new area, we have a medical librarian and data scientist evaluate the utility of what's already out there, identify gaps, engage with clinicians, researchers, and patients, and define next steps. We want to make sure that what we put out on the platform can be utilized by the entire platform and not just by a single group. For instance, if we develop a questionnaire about sleep disruptions in patients with one genetic condition, we will design it so it's applicable to understanding sleep disruptions in any rare disease. We think that makes us a bit different at RareX from a lot of organizations that are collecting data. We're moving with speed, but we're not hurrying the process. We're working deliberately to flesh out rare disease data domain by domain. Remember, at the heart of RareX is our mission to accelerate the diagnosis and development of treatments and cures for rare diseases by enabling data sharing through our federated data platform. Data standards are essential to ensure that data is fit for purpose, useful, and shareable. RareX is taking steps to create a rare disease data platform with robust infrastructure to enable the collection of data, analyze it in real time, and still be flexible enough for it to evolve as necessary going forward. To learn more about RareX and how you can work with us, go to rarex.org.